Well, here you can see my two main guitars. This one is Van Halen signature model Music Man Ernie Ball. This guitar I bought in 1995. It's been my main guitar, yeah, for 20 years now. And of course I can never stop using this guitar. It's part of my identity, absolutely. What you'll see over there is that looks exactly the same is the Music Man Axis. That's the model Music Man started to make after Van Halen went over to make his guitar with Peavey. Yeah. The guitars are absolutely not modified at all. Maybe I change strings sometimes. No, I get a guitar doctor to look at them sometimes and make sure that everything is okay. But it's standard setup as you get them from the shops. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Eddie Van Halen used this guitar, I guess in '92 or something, '93. I guess it's not a big secret that I'm a big fan of Van Halen. But of course, that's not the reason that I bought it. So it was a couple of years later when I was looking for a new guitar. I saw that the guitar shop had this one around. And I tried it, and I absolutely loved the sound and the feel of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Tuning, yeah. What you see here is a standard D-tune, D-drop thing. The thing about these guitars that the whammy bar you can't pull it backwards. That means that you can change the tuning during the songs without, yeah, destroying or doing something wrong with the overall tuning of the guitar. So that's something that I like very well. But no, in Pagan's mind, we play standard tuning 440. That's what we do. We don't tune down much or something like that. But I use the drop D a lot. So, some songs are drop D and some songs are standard. That's it. Yeah, actually I do. I have, not with me here today, but I have a Les Paul Custom. I absolutely love that guitar too. I never use it live. I'm so used to playing on these guitars. But sometimes I use that for the rhythms. When all the albums that I recorded with Jørn Lande earlier, I mostly use the Les Paul. So that's actually they don't sound that different, but the Les Paul has a different kind of presence to it. But so it's mainly this guitar, but sometimes I use the Les Paul as well. That's it. Yeah, that's because that guitar was recorded, or that track was recorded with the Les Paul actually. So yeah, that's why. I don't know if you can see my stuff here, but this is I'm not a very high-tech guy. This is the main foot switch that came with the amplifier when I bought it. And I have a few settings up here on the GX700, and I have a pedal which I switch to change the channels. So sometimes when you see live footage of me and I look stupid and I look like this, it's because I'm looking at the GX700, making sure that I have enabled the right channel for the solo. So yeah, I guess I need an update there, so you can give me some suggestions of what to use instead, I guess. I don't think I have a particular favorite solo, but I like playing a lot of them. Intermission, obviously, very proud of that solo. I think it sounds very cool. I love playing the solo on United Alliance. Coming Home, I love to play. I love to play when we do Farewell and that kind of more, you know, David Gilmour kind of feeling. Yes, I don't have one particular favorite, but yeah, I like to play all of them. I guess my favorite song to play with Pagan's Mind live, it would have to be God's Equation, I think. Yeah, a lot of power and energy in that song, so almost every gig it's my, you know, yeah, the favorite moment when we come to that song is like, yeah, okay, now it's time to do that. Yeah. When I write songs, I can have an approach with just an acoustic guitar, and you know, sitting at home, relaxing, playing a little bit, and an idea comes up. So for me, it's always you know, connected to a melody or something like that. So it's a bit of a singer-songwriter approach, especially when I use the acoustic guitar, because what it's about is to, you know, to make a good song. But of course, when I sit with and fool around with the guitar, you know, you come up with a lot of cool riffs and stuff like that. So that can also be an approach. But mainly my approach when writing songs is connected, you know, to have you know, nice chords and good melodies and stuff like that. When we write songs with Pagan's Mind, it can be, you know, something that I bring to the rehearsal or something, or maybe Ronny has some parts, or Steinar, and you know, we just present the stuff, and then it's, you know, we write everything together, you know, to arrange everything, and so that's kind of a melting pot, you know, cooperation. Yeah. How did I learn to play guitar? I never had any guitar lessons my entire life, actually. I don't know how to read notes or to read music at all. So I always just played by ear and watching others, and you know, picking up on what they were doing. I remember the early days of playing guitar. It was, you know, I played a lot to, you know, a Norwegian band called Raga Rockers. I was about 13, 14 years old, and that was a, you know, really cool thing to do, because you know, the arrangements are not that complex, but they have a very good rhythm. So I learned, you know, to have a good rhythm and that good flow. So I learned to walk before I started to run, you know. Yeah. Other than what? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. I like other bands than Raga Rockers too. No, yeah, of course. My main influences, you know, going back being a teenager and stuff. I grew, you know, Deep Purple was a big thing for me. Led Zeppelin. I loved Metallica, Dio, those 70s, 80s, you know, classic hard rock bands. When I got a little older, you know, 17, 18, I got really inspired by Van Halen and bands like Pink Floyd. You know, David Gilmour is a huge influence for me. It's a bit hard to say. In general, I like good music. I'm not a, you know, I like all genres. I don't only listen to hard rock or heavy metal at all. I mean, as long as it's a good song, it's a good song, and it inspires me. So, yeah. Yeah, I would have to say one of the albums I've listened to a lot the latest months are the latest Foo Fighters album. I'm a fan of the Foo Fighters. Yeah. Oh. For me, what comes to mind now was that we were gonna do in 2005, 2006 or something. We were in Poland, and we were gonna do a gig with Jørn. And Tore Moren, the other guitar player, he for some reason he couldn't show up at that gig, so we brought in Igor Gianola. He was currently playing guitar with Udo at that time. So he was the second guitarist there. And I remember Igor, he had a wireless system for his guitar, you know, and this was a really big arena. And of course, when Igor has had his solos, he went on front of the stage and doing the rock star thing. And I wanted to do the same thing. I just had a problem. I connected a guitar cord that was 3-4 meters long or something on a stage that was 10-15 meters to the front of the stage. So I was going in front, and at the first solo, just pulling out the cord, and everything was silent, and 5,000 people looking at me, and I had to turn down, pick up the cord again, and put it in the guitar, and it was not my best rock star moment. Yeah.